Today on Catherine Learns Stuff, we're going to make a jewelry box out of cardboard rolls. So just to give you an idea, we're going to use these little bit bigger ones. This is the standard size of a toilet paper roll. This is like from tin foil. These are the ones that is like a toilet paper towel roll. I have a bunch of these from vinyl. This one's a little bit bigger. I thought this would be a good size because you can sort of fit your fingers into it and grab stuff. Or I thought these smaller ones would be a little bit too small to grab stuff, even for little kid fingers. So we're going to be using these bigger rolls, and we're going to be cutting them to about 1.5 inches, 2 inches thick, so that we've got a bunch of them. So this is all going to get cut up into little pieces so that we can have separate compartments for our jewelry. So I've got my tubes cut up now into smaller pieces. They're all about an inch and a half wide. I just need to clean out these edges here around the inside to make it look a little bit prettier. And then we're going to come up with a shape to glue them into. And I'm just going to use scissors around the edges here to clean up some of these spots, just to cut it all out. So now all of my tubes are cut up. There's a few different shapes that we can make. You can do a triangle, you could even make it into a heart like that if you wanted to. You could have some flowers, bigger ones or smaller ones, just simple shapes, anything you really like for the shape of your box that we're going to be making here. We're going to go with the simple flower here because that's what my kids have decided is the flavor of the day. So what we're going to do is now we're going to glue this onto some cardboard and get that set up so that we can have the base of our box ready. Okay, so my flower is glued on to the cardboard backing. The glue is dried, so we're ready now to just cut around the edges here to make the base, give it a nice shape there. So we're just going to cut around with my trusty X-Acto knife. So we've cut out the flower. We have a full backing now. And next what we're going to do is we're just going to trace this to make a top piece. So I've cut out my top here, which fits right over the edges here. I got rid of the indents here just because it was a little bit of a trick to cut them. So now I'm just going to add a little edge around here so that the top fits on top. All I'm going to use is some cereal box, and I'm just going to glue it on top around the edge here to give it, to make the lid actually stay on top in its place when it goes onto the box. So my cereal box has been cut up into strips. They're about 3/4 inch in thickness, and all I'm going to do now is I'm going to just glue them around the edges so that the top is flush, but I've got a bit of a lip around the edge. This is going to help the lid sit on top of the box when it's done. So I've glued my edges around the box, so I've got a nice lid, and I'm just going to give it a try here to make sure it fits before I go on to the next step. So the lid fits on top of the box, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go and paint this. Okay, so our jewelry box is all painted all the way around, even on the inside. We've painted the top and around the edges, and that's it. Our jewelry box is now complete. So just got to put the lid on, and there you go. Perfect little jewelry box for the monkeys. Also, you can make this a little bit more elaborate by putting beads or sticky tape around the edges and making it more beautiful looking. But for some 7-year-olds, this is a perfect afternoon craft and a great little jewelry box to hold their little necklaces.